Hi dear all, here we are for tonight's debate with and for the individual members, especially for those who are not active yet. I'm Thalia, member of the steering committee, and together with Chris Pyak. Hi Chris. Here we are for
hi Thalia.
For the individual members, especially for those who are not active members. And also with Thalia, member of the Katerina Polizio. Katerina was a delegate, and together I'm really sorry guys, I do have a problem with the connection. I'm really sorry. Okay, can you hear me now? All of you?
Yeah, we hear you.
Okay, sorry. Okay. Now, also with us tonight is Katerina Polizio. Katerina was a delegate in the Congress in Budapest. Hi, Katerina.
Hi, all.
Okay. And also we have Ariane. Ariane is the country coordinator of Bulgaria. Hi, Ariane.
Hello.
Okay.
Hello, Ariane.
So, if I should use a title for this debate, I could say there are two, not just one. First, how to increase membership. Here's where Chris will help us, since he's still also Deutschland coordinator, aka Germany. Also, Jan, who is coordinator for Bulgaria, will help us on that. They worked a lot of those countries. They still do it. So for me and for us all are the most suitable persons who will guide us on how to use the best tools to increase our membership. The second title could be our participation. We're so many members, and it would be a shame if we're not active enough, because if we only are, only then we will be able to achieve more and demand more. And allow me please to use that and give you a short introduction about the Congress in Budapest. There we were more than 50 members, which was good, because in the last Congress we were less, and we had the chance to work all together in working groups and share our ideas and get to know each other. And the most important, we all together celebrated a huge victory, our voting rights. And why this was a huge victory for us? Because we worked as a team for that, all of us. Miguel, Julie, Athena, all the members gave their best and made that happen. They worked united, and that should be, for me, one of our major goals. I'll stop here. Chris, please explain to us about the membership. What do you do? What is that you did so good in Germany? And what, for you, are the best tools to use?
Well, when I started about 6 months ago in Germany, we had 36 members. Now we have 135 members in Germany, 100 more, including the vice chair of the Free Democratic Party in Germany, Maria Agnes Strack-Zimmermann. What helped me, I think, was that to be honest, there was not much to do. The only thing you had to do was to find topics that our audience really cares about. In my case, I went to the expatriate community in Germany. There is a huge amount of 3 million Europeans living in Germany who can't participate in politics as much as they would like to, and who are really, really interested. And also there are many, many liberals who feel very cosmopolitan. And to bring these two groups together, that really work like a magnet, you know, it draw the people to join the party. So you didn't need to do a lot of convincing. I feel that the most valuable thing that we as ALDE individual members can contribute is to provide a bridge between Europeans living in your member state and the local national party. And if you provide the space, then people from both sides will flock to you and join you.
Okay. Ariane?
Well, the situation...
What did you do? What was the best tool you used to approach new individual members and become a bigger team and more united? What was that?
Well, for the Balkan region, we're, I think, one of the biggest departments, but biggest is relatively, because it's about 21 people, so it's definitely not that big, but for this region it's not bad at all. the first thing I did was simply ask the members what their expectations were, and I tried to comply with that. Well, the expectations of the individual members in Bulgaria were quite clear. They want to talk about things that matter, and especially not be a liberal beer club. So that I tried. Also tried to involve other branches of neighboring regions. We've had an interregional event with people from Romania, Greece, Turkey, Macedonia, Serbia, Croatia. I hope I didn't forget anyone. And that was quite successful, and we're going to build further on that. But the most difficult task for me was, and still is sometimes, that in Bulgaria the liberal parties that are part of ALDE aren't too popular among the individual members, and the main motivation of individual members to be an individual member is because they don't agree with the local parties. And that's why I think that any person can have his opinion, and I definitely don't always agree, or maybe I should say usually don't agree with what these parties do, but let's not turn it into bashing of those parties, but just try to be somewhere in the middle and try to be a bridge and just show a proper example by talking about the things that happen in the country and express the opinion of individual members.
Okay, so, well, in my opinion, it's quite difficult to become an individual member and increase the membership if there are no liberal parties. I'm sorry, Katerina, am I right here?
Sorry. Well, I mean, I agree. What's happening in Bulgaria is also happening in Greece. There are a few parties that I don't know if they're liberal. I think we don't have many liberal parties, truly. But it's a struggle for Greece as well, for Greek members to find a home, a liberal home. And I think that all the individual members can become that. There is a potential there. But we have, what Arjen said is right, we have to listen to them, and also having participated in the event in Sofia, what Arjen mentioned, I think it's very important to be active and to meet each other and just to exchange best practices, because actually we have the same problems, and if someone finds a good solution, it should be passed on and, you know, applied elsewhere as well.
Okay. So since you mentioned something about participation, another problem I see in our members is that, yes, we are so many, but we're not active at all. We do want to be active. We all say, let's do something, let's have so many ideas. And then when it comes to the do thing, we do nothing, almost. For example, we have members in over 40 countries. We are a great big community, and if we want to become a real pan-European community, our members should be connected with each other, and that means that we have to increase participation. That's a must for me, at least, and I'm definitely sure for you as well, right? For example, a nice idea, and I want to talk about that, is with cross-border events. Chris, if I'm not wrong, you did organize something like that, right?
No, actually, our friends in the Netherlands, they did a great event in Maastricht. Leonard van Hollander organized this in Maastricht with members from many different countries. Germany, Belgium, the Netherlands, France, Italy, and I think from Latvia or Lithuania were also people there. And this was really really inspiring. It was a Saturday for 6 or 7 hours. There were several working groups, discussions going on at the same time, and you had the chance really to connect with liberals from all other parts. And Sir Graham, then still our president, came to join us for discussion, and I hope that Hans van Baalen will keep up this tradition as well, to join at least the major events. And I wanted to pick up something that Arjan said. You said that you asked the members what they want, and I feel that this is maybe the most important tool to be successful, to simply ask people what they want, what they expect from us, what they want ALDE individual members to be. And every event that I did was organized in the same fashion. We always had some politician there as a discussion partner, but the events were never about the politician. He never gave big speeches. It was always about the participants and what they experienced, what struggles they had, what they wanted to achieve. And the politician was just there basically to listen and to take this feedback in. And this worked like a charm.
Yeah, it's true. So also, Rian, and you were there, Katerina, as well. We had a cross-border event in Sofia, right?
That's right.
Okay, so what did we achieve there?
Well, yeah.
Okay, Ariane first. Ariane, please.
For a part, it was also to get to know each other. People from neighboring countries, the same region, and discover where we have things in common and where things are different. And actually we had more in common than that things were different, which was kind of an interesting conclusion, which I didn't even expect. We spoke about various topics that were then actual. Some of them are still actual, like the refugee crisis, which definitely has its impact on our region, because many of those refugees entered through Greece and traveled through Bulgaria, and I don't live too far from the border, and I know what scandals happen here in Bulgaria related to the refugees, and those things were discussed. Also, the development of those interregional meetings itself. People were happy with the results and how to continue with this, how to be and stay in touch and continue and make this bigger and an example to others and liberal movements within the region. Because I'll tell one thing.
Oh, Ariane, can you hear us now? We lost you. Can you hear him? It's not only my problem. Okay, so Ariane, continue speaking. Okay, Katerina.
Okay, talking about the Sofia event, I think it was a really good experience for me personally, because I got to meet many people from other countries as well, and it just materializes what ALDE individual members is. Hey, Arjen. Oh,
yeah,
no. Yeah.
My connection failed somehow.
Okay, so Katerina was talking. I think it's better to let her finish what she has to say, and then we'll come back to you. Okay?
Sure.
Okay, so Katerina, please.
And then when I went to Budapest for the Congress, it was really good to see those people again. Some of those people I met in Sofia, I saw also in Budapest. And I think that if we make regional meetings something of an institution for the individual members. I think it will also appeal to many people because we can actually create, like, have regional meetings on, you know, on a frequent basis, and then have a thematic about it, and produce some kind of results, so we can incorporate it in our policies and our resolutions and amendments, because now that we have voting rights, we have to become more coordinated and more structured. So I really like that idea. So I hope it continues.
Okay, great. Ariane, you were saying?
Yes, where did my connection collapse? What did you hear?
You were saying about the Budapest event, and what did you achieve there? What did we achieve there, sorry?
Yeah, the interregional event, you mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so basically we discussed common themes, and found out that although our countries have differences, we actually have much in common, and that by liberal thinking we can very easily overcome such differences between countries and cultures, because we do stand for a similar goal. And I think that was the most important conclusion of this meeting, and why it's useful to organize them. Well, we'll definitely continue to do this.
Yes, I totally agree with that. And we already, as steering committee, have a plan for that. We already approached you and other country coordinators to help us on that, because we do believe that you should be the leaders for those projects in your countries. So you all the members will get additional information about all of these projects very, very, very soon. But besides those events where we meet each other and we have all those kind of projects, there's another one. There's something that means that we can work also from the distance. For example, we can work here. We do that right now. We can also use Slack. And I really encourage you all to use Slack. It's a great tool. We used Slack for our amendments already, and we succeeded on that. Well, everyone who was in Budapest knows that. So also, I think it will be in January, Chris, where we will introduce our projects, other projects we have besides Slack or the cross-border events. We do have other projects. Well, we work a lot on that, on all those projects all this time. We have meetings that last 5 hours. Well, I think in January we will be ready to introduce all these to our members, right?
Yeah, I think that so that by the end of January we will have some more news and new projects. But we want to get started right away. This was one reason why we organized this hangout today. We want to get started in all those countries where we are not so active right now, where we don't have coordinators. And we invite you to step up to the task and be the first one to organize an event in your country. And I know that when you have never done this before, when no one else has ever done this before, then people often feel like, it's not who am I to say that I want to do this, you know? So if you feel like you need permission to get ahead and start doing it, you get it from us right now. And you also get our support. If you want to start an ALDE event in Estonia, in Latvia, in Malta, in Cyprus, reach out to us, raise your hand and say, hey, here I am. I can organize one event and invite a couple of friends to talk about European issues. We will help you to get started.
Yeah, definitely we will. We will be there. We will visit you as well when we have to do that, yes.
Well, at least via video conference we will visit.
Definitely, yes. And if the distance is not that big, we will be there as well, right? Yes, we will do that. Yes, we already have so many plans. We will make all these things happen, but we really do need your help as well. We're just 5. Well, 5 members only in the steering committee for 1,500 members. Well, it's quite difficult just for five people to work. We need the help, please. So please be there with us. Help us. So now I do have a question, or 2, I guess I do. But allow me, please, to read for you the first one. Okay. How is it? I won't mention the name of the member. Okay, but the question is this: how is it possible to motivate ALDE individual members when you are the steering committee demotivated by the lack of involvement, real one, I mean, not faked? I don't mean to target anyone with this question, but honestly, I'm quite in this situation. If no one supports you because you don't know the right persons, because you can't be at every meeting, etc., well, no thank you. So the question, Chris, did you hear the question? So the question again is, how is it possible to motivate other ALDE individual members when you are demotivated by the lack of involvement? Real one.
Well, let me tell you how I look at this. If there's a lack of involvement, and I don't know if that's true, that simply means there is a wide open field for you to make impact. Because if no one else is stepping up, then you can be the first person to say, I want to do something, and then you will shape the events. And the people who do the stuff, they are the people who will decide how things will be done in your country. What did you think how we started in Germany? You know, I basically said I want to do something, and I organized the first event with Sir Graham in Düsseldorf, and before I organized events with expatriates and local politicians here in Düsseldorf. And that's how I became the coordinator here, because I was the one who said I want to do it. So don't complain if you feel there's lack of involvement. See it as an opportunity for you to make your mark.
Well, first of all, I agree with you. And secondly, I would say that we're not demotivated at all, really. We're not demotivated at all. If you knew how many hours we spent daily to fulfill all of your ideas, because we do get so many emails every day that we want to do that, we want to help us on this, and we are there. Ariane, is that correct? We do help you.
Well, I know how much messages I send you, so I suppose that the others do the same. So yes, I can imagine that.
It's true, yes. So,
can I also add something? Yes. Okay. Before the Congress, because I'm talking as a delegate here, you know, in Greece there's not much action right now. We had elections and the referendum, and everything fell apart. So it was kind of a numb year for us. But you know, even if you don't find a motivated group within your country, within your city, well, just send an email to other members who are in another country and they are really active, and send them your idea, because this is a pan-European party and we shouldn't just think locally. Someone will be interested. You will find people interested in your idea. We share values in this party, so you will find people to carry on with this idea, and you never know where it will take you. I had a meeting with one of our members. He is from the Netherlands, and he was volunteering in Leros for refugees in the summer. And yeah, and he told me stories, and then I took those things and I put them into amendments, and I supported them in the Congress, and they passed. So just don't feel demotivated. Someone will listen within individual members, and we will make it happen.
Excellent.
And
Thank you.
I might
Yeah,
add, you know,
sure,
because
sure.
I was with Katarina, a delegate in Budapest, and the Americans, they can learn about surgical airstrikes from her, because you have 60 seconds to defend your amendment, and Katarina goes up there and she nails the one deciding point, you know, in 60 seconds, and that's why all the amendments of hers pass so very well. Straight to the point.
Thank you. It was a good toll this year, and let's hope, fingers crossed, next year we will have a complete resolution by the individual members.
Well, we will. Definitely, that's for sure. And also allow me please to answer the second part. If we don't know the right persons, then we cannot. That's the reason also why we're demotivated. Well, we do know the right persons, and again, we're not demotivated at all because we're here right now. Well, for me, that's the first answer I could give you. We're here. That's the reason we're here. We're here not because we're demotivated, but because we want to motivate you to do more, to come to us and ask from us to help you on things, and go to your country coordinators as well to help him or to ask things from him, where that's an event or anything else. You know better. You live in these countries. You know your country better.
Yeah, and if you don't have a country coordinator, then maybe it's your turn to become the country coordinator.
Why not?
And we are here, speak up to us, and you know, you can start very low-key. Invite a couple of friends who are interested in European issues to your home, and we join you for a discussion, either because we come to your country or because we join you through a video conference. And you will see pretty soon, once you start doing things, other people will come to you to offer help and to ask for your advice. And this is how you build step by step. Also, if you're involved in a national party, you can ask the national party to organize an event and to introduce ALDE party there. We had an event with the Free Democratic Party in my state, where they invited their new members, 200 new members, and we made a presentation there, and we signed up 15 people on that single day, you know. The main thing is to say, you know, I want to do, and if you show up and say, I want to do something, we will be there and we will help you to get started.
That's true.
If I may add something to these questions, because in Bulgaria, I don't remember with how many members we started, but it wasn't that much. And I don't even remember from whom exactly. I got some email if I wanted to be coordinator, and I said yes. Well, I'm not Bulgarian, I'm Dutch. I live here for some years, so I do know a thing or two about the country. And one of the things that definitely helped to set this up, especially for me because I'm not Bulgarian, was to work together with other liberal organizations. I can say that here in Bulgaria that I have had really a lot of help from the Friedrich Naumann Foundation. We've organized joint events, and one of the biggest events was exactly with them. That was also the event when Sir Graham Watson came to Bulgaria. We could never have managed this on our own. And another thing, if I look at myself as an individual member, I'm active in various European countries. And I'm interested in those countries. I'm rather often in Latvia and Estonia because I do business there, same for the UK. So if I would hear about individual member events in those countries, I do have a connection with those countries. And I would actually plan my meetings around there, or in another way, go to such meetings of these countries. And I'm pretty sure that I'm not the only one in such a situation. I happen to know for Chris that he also has lived in various European countries and has a connection with several European countries and not just with Germany.
So where there's a will, there's a way, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So before we continue, allow me please to say that I got a message that they cannot post comments on the channel. It's enabled. I'm really sorry. I don't know what's happening. I pressed the enabled button from the beginning. Maybe there's a problem. Well, it's beyond me, this problem. So please, if you do have questions, post them in our Facebook page. Yeah, okay, it's open now. It's in front of me. I will see them, and we will discuss them now. So I do have another question here.
Actually, Thalia,
yeah,
if you look at the left side of your screen, there is a point Q&A, and if you click those, there are some questions coming in right now.
Oh, really? Yeah, I did. Okay. Okay. I don't see them. I don't see them at the moment. Can you read those questions?
Yeah, I see two.
Yeah.
One is a statement from René. In Denmark, we have two liberal parties which cause confusion in the ALDE context. More a statement than a question. And then Wilhelm writes us, Europe went to the right because politics don't find a solution for the most urgent problems. Especially the problems of young people. We talked about this before, about unemployment. And would this not be a big theme to ALDE individual members to show that politics is able to solve these problems? I guess it should read.
Okay. I'm sorry, I can't read them. I don't know whether this question is, but okay.
Well, Wilhelm speaks right to my heart there. You know, it's especially this issue of unemployment, youth unemployment. That's a major topic.
We know what Wilhelm talks about. Well, Wilhelm he lives in Germany, right? Yeah. So imagine Wilhelm. I mean, Katerina and I, we live in Athens, in Greece. So we do get the point. Definitely, trust us. So Chris, please continue.
No, I agree with you. If you look at 50% youth unemployment, then you wonder that there's not more turmoil on the street and that people don't act even more out than they do already. And the only solution to these problems can be to create a pan-European labor market. Like so many of our struggles today, you see that nation states are not able to solve these problems anymore because the world is too fast. And the borders don't exist anymore. Information is not delayed anymore. It's not limited to certain areas anymore. Everyone around the world has the same information instantly. And only together as Europeans we can find answers that allow us to really shape events and not only to react. And for example, for me, this is one major reason why I contribute in the ALDE party.
Yes, it's true. It's true. I totally agree with that. Ariane or Katerina, you want to add something on that?
Well, I mean, it's really Chris's area, so I wouldn't dare. But it's true. The nation state creates a lot of problems, and this is one of the reasons why I joined ALDE Individual Members. I mean, you just have to listen to Guy Verhofstadt talk about these things. So. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Yes. And Wilhelm, just to know, we already posted in our page that we will have a separate hangout about only this subject. Okay, about youth unemployment, because it matters all of us. It's a huge problem for all European countries, I guess, or most of them. So we'll have a separate hangout for that. Okay, so allow me please to read one more question, okay, and then we'll be finished. So how can you make people move and come to a meeting without making them pay for this event? Again, okay, did you get it? Should I? No, okay. How can you make people move and come to a meeting without making them pay for. I think it's about how can we move and go to all those events. You suggest us to do that without we don't have the money to pay those.
Yes, I understand that, but one of the solutions, I think, it would be to really utilize the internet and video conferences, because of course you cannot travel to every country, to every city, but I don't know, it depends on what kind of event is it? Is it just liberal drinks? Is it a big conference? We should discuss depending on one or the other.
Yeah, it's true, because I've heard that a lot from other members. Well, unfortunately, we are not in the position to have our own money. Yes, that's true, but we do made proposals about that. So I really want you to be patient to all of that kind of questions. But also, it's important to say, for example, if we have our idea was like we don't have to move to Spain for a meeting. We would have events where we're not far, countries are not far from each other, so that means that the costs are not that high. Yeah, we could see, we saw that, we discussed about that, we agreed about that. I think it's a good solution, at least for the beginning, and then we definitely could see other options. Definitely we will do that, but it's important also to know that yes, we do not have our own money. We know that, and we work to have something, but I think we need some time, and we have to work on that a little bit more. Yeah.
Yeah, I would like to add two things. One is that we will attend events in some country when we can afford to do so. So I'm sure we will meet a couple of you in your own country as well. And the second thing is that events like we do now, this hangout, we want to do much more. At least yeah. I want to do this much more. And we learned something really cool in Budapest from our friends from NEOS in Austria. Because they have local events in different cities at the same time where people actually physically meet. And then via video conference, they connect with all the other cities. And I think this could be a great idea for a pan-European party, to have local events at the same time in London, in Madrid, in Berlin, in Amsterdam, and link them all via video conference so that people in the different cities can share ideas as well. And we will have to see how this works out technically, but if we pull this off, then this will really be awesome, and it will really help to create a real pan-European spirit.
It will be our General Assembly, the true General Assembly.
Yeah. We have the technology, we should use it. Yeah, totally agree with that.
If I also may add something to this topic. In Bulgaria, we have the same situation. Our branch has a budget of 0. So we're lucky that the Friedrich Naumann Foundation allows us to use a room of them, but there are also many cafes here who have like a separate room, and as long as people will buy a drink, they don't mind us using the room. When it's about speakers, one of our speakers was a fellow individual member. She's from Russia, and she gave a very interesting lecture about the political situation in Russia. Other speakers where you could think about are just people involved in European issues. I intend to approach, for example, for next meeting, the chairman of the Dutch-Bulgarian Chamber of Commerce to speak about foreign investments in Bulgaria. He hears all those stories from Dutch entrepreneurs being active in Bulgaria, and these are people who usually don't want any kind of payment to share their vision.
Yeah. Okay, so I think we're done. Yeah. If you allow me, I really want to thank you all for giving us the opportunity to work with you for the next 2 years. And please do not hesitate to share with us and your country coordinators, especially with them, your proposals and your ideas. And we really hope the steering committee that, and no, we don't hope, we're sure for that, we will do that. We will achieve more and we will become stronger. But please, and I want you to know that we will do that only with your help. Yeah, Chris?
Exactly, and I think that's our final words to you. If you feel the drive to get something doing in your country, then step up, contact us, and we will together make things happen in your country.
True.
By the way, about feeling demotivated, what is the official motto of the steering committee?
Chris, I'm sorry, but there's a problem with, okay, try it again.
Can you hear me now? Someone asked about demotivation before. Thalia, what is the official motto of the steering committee?
Oh, Chris, I cannot hear you properly.
Yeah. There's a problem with the sound of yours. Can you hear us now? No.
Nothing. Okay, maybe we should wrap it up today.
Okay, so thank you all. See you next time. Yes.
See you.
And
good night.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.